could open up for more trade. You think Kostya's right, huh?
Think of the salted fish we could get trading the Thirdborn.
Better than this mystery. That's
What do you want? Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty board you can check if you need coin. I heard something about the trade caravan, but I've yet to see hide nor hair of them. And Mina here's been blubbering for a while, if you're really desperate for something to do. But that's all I've got. So, what do you want? Searchers?
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never...
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Something must have happened to him. Not exactly. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru... he skirted the rules. Has some project out there, at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure... something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zarips... I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him. Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him. Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people.
Sometimes people just leave. He's probably drunk somewhere feeling bad about it.
That's it. I'm cutting you off, Mina.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Well, I don't... thought you were in. Let me start over. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like... this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakul. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you? I doubt they ever will. The land here doesn't yield much, as you saw. And our livestock usually has many more legs than we do. We sometimes send wardens to the Twinewood to hunt, but that brings other dangers. I wish there was more we could do, but tradition is law. Of course, that means I have to be creative, to find ways to make everything edible and palatable, at least. Between you and me, I'm not. It's no secret that eating brownish stew surprise gets old after a while. Councillor Kostia wants things to change around here. He wants to work with the other settlements to increase trade. Imagine it. Fish from Thirdborn, wild game from Paradis, produce from Fior Messi. That's what they always say. Solis has stood for centuries. So I have to somehow make stew out of ashworms. Tradition says we have to survive without help from the outside world, or we'll never survive. Tradition has kept these walls standing. It makes sense why we'd be slow to risk losing that. Well, I couldn't tell you. And I skinned it myself. Best of luck out there, my friends. And stay away from this stew.
Like making yourself useful, outsider? Put that poor husk out of its misery. Destroy it, so that the soul within can be freed. Be careful with this one. We believe it's the source of the beetles infesting the region. Be careful with those ogres. Bastards are tough. Be careful. Some of our best wardens were lost to that thing. Bereth guide their souls to it. We've taken to calling it the Spore King. Not sure when it started or who is to blame. Welcome to the top. Be courteous while in Solis's halls, and you shall remain. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. Well done. Vengeance for the fallen. Thank you. This means excellent work. Well done. We'll always have bugs to deal with, but at least they won't be hatching in such large numbers. And I'll be sure to pass on the word, Envoy.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
You did it. I'm out of my element. If we open our gates to Outland, then we will talk about this later. I guess. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
We do. That's why he isn't in shackles and being brought to trial right now.
We can discuss shackles after we've talked about the Steel Groat. They're coming for Solace Keep.
Nonetheless, returning with an Adirin in tow was foolish, Marius.
Foolish? I'd call it treacherous.
Right, well how about we all pile on Marius after we're sure Solace is safe?
Our order has survived the threat of these lands for hundreds of years. Wardens patrol the region day and night. There's no danger in the tusks that can catch us unawares.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
You've already destroyed one historical edifice. We heard of what you did to the ruins in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Nor I to you. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, It sounds like you have something in mind.
Whoa, they haven't thrown us out yet. Let's not push our luck.
That was unexpectedly insightful of you, Marius.
And people wonder why I left.
I apologize. That was not gracious of me. Envoy, you were about to make a request? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy? Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, Envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognize them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Perhaps you are, perhaps you are not. But it does not matter. A soul does not know its parentage, and you do not know us. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. That is what your supposed steel garrote must be in the tusks to find, isn't it? I fear you and they will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your... Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the steel garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against two.
Still lingering? Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before, and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting. Still lingering? Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. Intrusive Adirin. Whatever you think you know, I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solace and go against his oath.
There is good in animancy, but you are willfully blind to it. Instead, you persecute others for what you fail to comprehend.
If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe. And he will stay far away from Solace until he can be trusted again. You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiran crest. Now be gone. I have other work to do, and I do not need to justify myself to you, Avowed. Still... good.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken, the young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Yes, she's more concerned about her pride than the fact our people are weakening from deprivation. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. I am a realist, as I suspect are you. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The Wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but imposed on us by her. And Nandru, and our long traditions. Even when those old ways are killing them. I have tried to broach the topic of trade with her many times. As have my predecessors, with her predecessors, and clearly we have gotten nowhere. Outside influence. The call of the wider world. She doesn't voice it, but she fears that if our wardens know the comforts of the lands beyond our borders, they will want to leave the Tusk.
She's right. There's a whole world out there free from all the Saka and misery of Solace.
I would rather abandon every tradition and forget who we are than watch my people suffer needlessly for pride. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. My people. Every person who is alive now. And every generation to come. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. Kind words I did not think I would hear. I doubt she will, though. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. Yes, and that change would be an excellent one. We would be free of this keep, and able to explore, to breathe again. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. And you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. I hear she is a Death Guard. She has died once already and been returned to life by Wodica. Do you believe yourself more powerful than a god? I imagine this has something to do with your godlike features? But your relationship with your god is none of my business. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious. They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zaribs between here. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be. Please, be discreet with what I've told you.
An outlet.
Don't mean to be disrespectful.
What do you think?
I think that's real fruit.
What do you think? What do you
Probably go to the council.
Welcome to Serena's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here. Move along.
Right now!
Will you pipe down over there?
I'm innocent!
No. It's a good luck.
Gods,
Something else.
what happened here?
Answer for itself.
Do you do this every day?
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common...
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But if you want to try, go ahead.
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs.
Fuitu meo. Haven't either of you heard of a thing called
Sansa has no idea what the Living Lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
Here now!
Are you kidding? That's the best argument I've heard all day. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
My gods, they're killing us! Outlander, my gods, help me! We're being slaughtered! The archives! Please, gods! My brothers! My fellow monks! They changed into monsters before my eyes! They're tearing everything apart! Oh my gods, how could this be happening? Oh, thank the gods! Bless you, Outlander. Friend, head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do.
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory. Well, that was fun.
Protect the envoy.
Anyone?
We've got company!
definitely got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. He'll still be there. The Zarabs didn't get to him first.
Yeah.
I need a moment.
Stay.
Patience. Another soul for the wheel. Never had a chance.
Here they come.
Let's finish this.
What's the left?
We're on your right.
Nothing will ever hatch from that old fossil. But maybe the symbolism is the point.
Nothing there.
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The Steel Garrote. Our minds. Broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're... not real! You can't be. No! Go away, Spirit!
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
Go away! Oh, I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must. You'll hurt me? God, please. Before this, I was a farmhand. I'm wheat. No more dangerous than wheat. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Woodiker, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil.
I wish I could say he isn't too far gone, but we both know better.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said, the closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rods. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away. The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen and she...
Has Kostya already spoken with her?
They're grubs in the dirt. Wriggling things. Nothing to her but feed for the journey to the wood. None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was, and always will be. Woedica, bind you, villain!
They're coming!
Take a moment, people. Be ready. Lava can be really off-putting if you're not used to it.
Who's that?
Oh, 10!
Did you see me, Marius?
Stop right there!
can tell because the cowards ran away.
Right behind you.
Road 10!
Not bad, envoy. Look alive.
Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. Then they stopped making sense. Just nonsense.
Something happened.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too...
Who's there? Stop right there!
That's that. We'll need another way through. Watch yourself.
steel garrote left in a hurry. Either they were 2 steps ahead of us, or running for their lives. What do we have here? Pargrunen books and documents. Some of them quite old.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Doubtful. After their defeat in Emerald Stair, all they can do is gather their strength. At best.
There's no way attacking Solace would get them any closer to the garden. Unless...
It would have to be underground. A secret tunnel, perhaps. Ludwig must have an informant. There's no other way.
Doesn't matter. The steel garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
No hesitation. No...
About blessed étant.
Trespasser! She defiles our ground! Murderer! She is near!
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Don't be shy, envoy. Come. Let's talk. So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladins, envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. So was I. But Sapadal had other plans. What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? See what your god allows you to see. No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Use whatever brain is left in your skull. Mortals have been here for centuries. It's only gotten worse since you arrived.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
From her point of view, the answer is obvious. But consider what we know about Sapadal. Or, to be precise, what we don't know. The consequences we've seen are not Sapadal's true nature, but the projections of their tormented mind. Whatever we do, will at least put an end to their imprisonment. Nothing should live in a cage.
Our time is short. Choose.
She lies. She poisons.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
We are? I would hate to lose your god before we fully understand them, but it's hardly my choice to make.
It's not every day that a godlike vanquishes their creator. Tell me, when the time comes, will you hesitate? Or will it be swift? That is what concerns me. Are you confident in your own strength? Do you imagine that Sapadal has no hold over you? I will judge that for myself, and judge harshly, starting with your conduct in Dawnshore.
I knew everything we've done would come back to bite us.
Your killer escaped punishment. A sign of weakness that crippled our efforts in the city. I see that you learned nothing from this lapse in judgment. What of Emerald Stair? You protected Fior Massiverno, a dead city in all but name, clinging to its past and holding back the Living Lands. The settlement deserved a new beginning, reborn from the flames of its history. You even had my lieutenant executed for carrying out his orders. Our paths crossed again in Shatterscarp. You destroyed the ruins of Naku Kubel, saved the settlement, hobbled the Dream Scourge. When caught between impossible choices, you trusted logic. For that, you have my respect. After weighing your conduct, I have reached a decision. Your actions condemn you. I can feel the influence of Sapadal in your every move.
A false game. She strikes.
What right has she to judge us? Only the right she bestows on herself.
I will be the one to kill Sapadal, starting with their godlight. What a shame to destroy so much potential. She already knows. Don't you feel her eyes on you? Prepare yourself for the beyond.
We did it! That steel garrote Korba died just like anyone else. Right. I don't trust that woman to die like a normal person. The garden lit up and everyone changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Ludwig is right about Sapadal and the Dream Scourge. I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please! Touch the Adra. Feel our voice. Speak. We would speak to you. They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars, they do not hear. We scream, they do not answer. can we? They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. We do not wish this, not again. They eat us alive. Out! Let us out! Set us free! They eat through us, carve us open, no difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst, the old light. It blinds us. Send it away! We grow new life, better life. We fill them until they explode. No, we are the green. We are the roots and the leaves. This is the way. Death is decay. Decay is life. Growth is life. Growth is pain. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember. More repulsive is your cruelty. We did not mean any of this. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. You and she and all the rest, exactly the same. This was never our fault. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. You close your ears. We try to clear the mist. They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. Filled them with the rot of our anguish. Until they understood our agony. Until the soil rang with it. Help us. We were alone until we found you. They hurt us, and hurt us, and hurt us, and yet we are bound. How else can we strike back? This affliction is their fault. We cause it, but it is not our way. You would have done the same. You with your rage. You with your hate. Release us. Then the rot ends. Bare the throat. This time will be different. We promise, free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. You will see. Go to the stronghold at the edge of the acid sea, the one that overlooks our prison. One of the builders knew the way. So be it. Continue without us. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering. End yours.
Listen, I don't know what happened. Seems like something we might want to stop.
Keep your eyes out for the cartographer.
Nice work.
Fragment of the very stars. Perhaps the blacksmiths could make use of it.
Looks like you're lost, Amaku. No one's allowed in here. Especially not out. None of your damn business, that's what. You adherents have no place in Galavan's tasks, much less this outpost. Get out of here, now! I don't know your emperor from scat on my boot heel. Get out before we use your bones to make Petru a new cage. I was so hoping you'd say that.
Let's finish this.
You're not a warden. How did you get in here? Gods, I just realized. Your face, you have the same features as Nandru. Somehow you got past the wardens to find me. Why? Who sent you? Gods, this can't be a coincidence. You must get me out of here while we have the chance. I'm Petru, captain of the Wardens of Solace Keep. Former captain, I suppose. If you've ever been to Solace, you saw the obvious. The Keep is dying. Our people are starving. And if you've read my journal, you know I was trying to counteract that. To fulfill my oath to protect Solace. I wanted to use animancy as they do in Fjord, to feed the ground and make things grow. To revitalize the Keep. And it worked. I produced bountiful crops so quickly. Berries the size of a Zarib's head in a few days. I found a way to procure animancy equipment from Fjord so I could conduct experiments. There was much trial and error. Regardless, Mihala wasn't pleased. I took it upon myself to try it anyway. I thought that if I succeeded, I could sway our leader. I could not. I expect I shall remain here until Mihala has a spare moment to sentence me. I'm sure the punishment won't be pleasant. Once Solis turns its back on you, there is little one can do to regain its favor. Marius knows that well enough. Well, I turned my back on Solis. There really isn't that much of a difference. Please, you must help me get out. Give me a chance to help the others, to feed my people. There must be a key on one of the guards. Let me out. You're back. Do you have the key? Will you let me go? Gods bless you, outsider. I won't forget this. Paradise, I suppose. Where else can I go? Thank you, again. Please, take this small token of appreciation. It's not much, but it's all I have.
Speed up!
Whoever left this camp behind also left a message.
Couldn't have done it better. Patience.
We must leave.
We can't.
Grigor can't fight them. We must leave.
We can't.
Spare the wares a glance. Ah, thank the gods. You're the first customer I've seen since this nasty... Anyway, you looking to... Bothered? Yes. Concerned? No. I am capable of handling myself. The concern's appreciated, but I've got mouth... Pizza?
You! By the gods, deliver us! They've gone mad. They're destroying everything! The archives! My monks are tearing our books apart! I've lost my monks and most of our books. Over the last several months, books about the garden were already going missing. But the Book of Oaths and the Book of the Before, we must hold on to those. What? Oh, gods. What are you doing here talking, then? We've got to save the others. We recently brought the Book of Oaths to the parapet. It should still be there. And the Book of the Before should be in the main library. Now go, please. We've already lost so many precious texts.
First the fly!
Everybody all right?
in the garden.
Eckworth and Roth! Throw up 10! Throw up 10!
That was a close one.
Thank you! Oh God, thank you! You're a blessing, Envoy. I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out of here and start my life again in Seoul. It's called The Book of the Before. Have you seen it? He what? Oh, no. Please, no, no. You've got to give me the book instead. Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. I want it as a keepsake. Besides, no one else read it. No one would notice it missing. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll make it worth your while. I'll be here when you've got it.
She sounds desperate. No way she's not up to something.
Who disturbs us?
Protect the envoy.
Arms up!
Go 10!
Speed up. Finally. She's gone.
Envoy, the book! Have you got the book of the before? I don't know anything about it.
Think hard before you get yourself exiled. That attitude won't go far in Paradise.
Please, just give me the list. Oh, fuck. No, I didn't know. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Me? That's an insane accusation. No, I can't do that. Just give me the damn list. No, please don't.
The books, for Nandru's sake. What is that? Let me see. This is every book that's gone missing. Dolna, were you so unhappy here that you had to do this?
The damage is probably done, but at least you can deal with the ones responsible.
I'll take care of this. I will inform the guards. They will imprison her and... Ugh, it did not have to be this way. Gods, Dolna. What have you done? It's a shock to me. I still can't believe it. But, well, there you are. Thank the gods. Let me see them. Mostly intact. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and the Book of the Before. Our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be curt, but I must ask you to leave us now. May this token show our thanks. And may Nandru's blessing find its way even to you. I know she was not happy here, but to sell off our books like that...
You've damned me, envoy. You have no idea what you've done. What have you done to me? The list! Oh, gods! What have you done to me? You've damned me, envoy. You have no idea what you've done. The list! What have you done to me?